The next day, the Maui and his friends took the great kite and went back to the cave of the wind. Maui was not content, means Maui was not happy. He had seen how high his kite had gone. Just because he had seen his kite flying so high, and now he wondered just how much higher it could fly, and he wanted to see how much higher it could further fly. The next day, again, Maui and his friends, they went back to the cave of the wind, keeper of the wind, and asked her to give them the wind again so that they can fly their kite. Now, what is written next? O keeper of the wind, bring out Ipu Nui, god of the four great winds, cried out Maui. Now, again, when they reached at the gate of the entrance of the keeper of the wind, how the Maui, he spoke, he said, he pleaded, please, keeper of the wind, bring out Ipu Nui, the god of four great winds. Now he asked for the Ipu Nui, the god of four great winds. The wind of Ipu Iki were enough. Maui, she replied. The winds of, don't you remember what I said to you? You must respect the winds, especially the four great winds. The winds of Ipu Iki were enough. Maui, she replied. She replied means the keeper of the wind. The keeper of the wind said to them, no, for you Ipu Iki was enough. Don't you remember what I said? You must respect the winds, especially the four great winds. But I am as strong as the four great winds, said Maui, and he began to chant. But what did Maui said in return to the keeper of the wind? He said, I am as strong as those four winds are. And he began to chant. He began to chant. What he was chanting? O four great winds, mighty as the God, wind from the God of everlasting winds, come from Ipu Nui, strong winds, churning winds, hasten and come to me. Then he just asked Ipu Nui to come to him very quickly. From inside the cave came a mighty roar. The keeper ran towards the entrance, but she was too late. The north wind and the east wind pushed her over and snatched the kite from the hands of the Maui's friends. What is said in these lines? From inside the cave came a mighty roar. The keeper ran towards the entrance, but she was too late. The north wind and the south wind pushed her over and snatched the kite from the hands of Maui's friends. And what happened then? From inside the cave, prolonged cry of the wind. The keeper ran towards the entrance, and the keeper, she tried to run towards the entrance, but she was too late. By that time, the north wind and the east wind, they pushed her means they pushed the keeper of the wind and snatched the kite, and they had taken away the kite from the hands of Maui's friends, and they had taken the kite from the Maui's friends. Maui's kite was swept far out over the sea. He laughed with delight when he saw how far his kite had gone, and at the keeper who was struggling vainly to put the lid back on Ipu Nui. Then the west wind and the south wind howled out of the god and knocked it from the women's hand. And soon Maui's kite swept far over the sea. Now Maui was very happy to see his kite flying so high. And on the other hand, the keeper, she was trying so much to put the wind back on Ipu Nui, but she was unable to do that. The kite went as high as the cord was long, and then it tugged fiercely at the cord. The cord began to hum in the wind, and the kite disappeared into the darkening clouds. And soon what happened? The kite was flying as much as the cord was, and then it tugged. It pulled something hard, very annoyingly at the cord. The cord began to hum to make a continuous low noise. The cord was making a continuous low noise in the wind, and the kite soon disappeared into the darkening clouds. Now, thinking that the winds were in control, Maui called out and he asked them to come back to Ipunui. But of course, the winds, they were very annoyed and they were not in the control now. So they raged, they showed to show the great anger, they went stronger and stronger until the cord, the rope which was attached to the kite, snapped with the mighty crack. Maui almost fell backward, and just because the kite was flying very high with the strong wind, Maui almost fell backward. The kite sailed away over the mountain, and finally, the keeper of the wind, she had a control over the wind, and somehow she convinced them to come back to Ipunui. Finally, the storm ended. People started calling Maui he who brought the great storm. His friends looked the other way when Maui came to visit. And finally, the storm, just because of those winds, it had stopped. Now the people started calling Maui that he is the one who brought the great storm. And his friends also, they started just going away from him. Finding himself alone and without nothing to do, Maui built another kite. It was smaller than the first. He flew it near his home when there was no one else about. He would tie the kite to a rock and study its movements in the sky. And he would tie the kite to a rock to study the movements in the sky. Soon he could tell the weather would be fine or stormy. One day he noticed some men going off to the field, and soon, just because of this, which he used to practice on the daily basis, he had realized that he started learning about the weather, and he used to forecast how would be the weather, fine or stormy. And one day when he noticed some men, they were going to the field, what happened? It will rain today, called out Maui. Tomorrow will be a better day to work in the field. And one day when he was playing with his kite and he saw the men going to the field, he told them, do not go to the field today just because it might rain today. Better, if you want to go to the field, you just go tomorrow, because tomorrow weather will be fine. The men just scowled at him, but soon it did begin to rain, and the men came running back to the village looking in amazement and at Maui. But they did not listen to him, and they just scowled at him, they just frowned, they gave him a look, and they just moved. But when they were moving, yes, Maui was right. It began to rain. The men came back running to the village, and now they were looking in amazement, they were looking in surprise. And next day again, what did he do? He warned like a women that they should not keep their place outside for drying, just because he had come to know through his guide that it would be a storm that day. And he was proved right, though those women, they were found chasing their clothes. In time, the village people began to depend on Maui and his kite. He taught them how to tell from the dancing movements of the kite which days would be good for planting or fishing or drying clothes. Now people started calling him teacher of the weather, just because he used to tell them about the weather forecast. Even the keeper of the winds also, she also started talking to him, and Maui, he also had learned a lesson, and never after that he called for the winds of Ipuiki or Ipunui. So this is all about the chapter. Go through the video twice, thrice for better understanding. Stay safe, stay home. Bye bye.